Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing a Flosstube. I have been working on making my own wax. By the way, I hope nobody has a fear of clowns, and if you do, I apologize. Look away. Even though Halloween is officially over, I am a spooky lady. Well, I can say we're all adults here. I'm a spooky bitch, and spooky things are my vibe. So let's begin to vibe. Let's do this. Okay, so where can I put this that it won't bother anything? I have so much to talk about. It has been about 3 weeks since the last time we spoke. For the purposes of honesty and transparency, I'm filming this on a Tuesday. Normally I would have filmed this on a Wednesday, so it's very like shifty here for me because I'm trying to not refer to things as today or tomorrow, because usually I'll be like today for me, tomorrow for you. Anyways, that is not really, it's not really important. I kind of want this candle in frame. Can I put it here? Is that distracting? Ooh. Anyways, we're spooky lads and lasses here. Let's begin. I have a finish. My first finish. My first cross stitch finish. I'm so excited. My first finish. This is my bag that I made. I dyed it myself. Attached my charm keychains to it. Oh, that lighting is awful. Let's see. Is that better? Yeah, it's a little better. The problem is that I usually have like a studio-esque light here, but I can't find a plug for it, like a cube. And if I spend time looking for the cube, I legitimately will stop filming and may never start again. So we're just gonna roll. I apologize for my super cash appearance today. I got Crocs and socks on, man. I'm feeling this casual vibe. I'm trying to get stuff done around my house. I finished a couple things. My plan is to take a nap. That is my plan. Actually, let's talk life stuff. So let's talk Halloween. For you, it was a few days ago. For me, it was just Sunday. Well, it was for all of us. It was just Sunday. What are you saying? So our original plan, my sister was going to go trick-or-treating with us. Our original plan was to do Addams Family, but my son, who's 8, he was like, I don't want to do Addams Family. Because, let's be honest, being Pugsley for Halloween is not like super flattering. So I don't blame him. But anyways, we ended up not doing it. And so then we were like Marvel, and we basically spent so much time trying to figure out what we were going to do that we didn't actually make a full-blown decision until like 2, 3, maybe maximum 10 days before Halloween. So everything we did was super last minute except for him. I took him to Target and we walked around Target for close to 2 hours. Just like, well, okay, could we be this? Look online, are there costumes that are going to be flattering? So for those of you who cannot tell, I am not actually a size 2. I'm not like, I wouldn't consider myself like anywhere near like dangerously overweight, but I'm definitely, I have curves, I have breasts, I had a C-section, so I still have my tummy. 8 years ago I had a C-section. Anyway, we're not talking about that. Like, I'm trying to be honest with you. Basically, I'm not a size 2, so his original plan was, or one of his plans was to be Marvel characters, and I was down for that. Like, there's some super dope characters that you could be. And like, I didn't necessarily I didn't want to be like a male character. That would have been fine if I had to be. I wouldn't mind being a male character. I just didn't want to get a male's costume because that would have been really super unflattering to my body. And then the other thing was the female characters, they were all like skin tight, and I'm like, no thank you, no ma'am, no ma'am. So it's fine. But then he wanted to be a cop, so he would be SWAT, and then my fiance could have been a cop, and like my sister and I could have been like prisoners or jailbirds or whatever, and that would have been fine, except for going back to the fact that my sister and I are not like, we are not like turn to the side, lose us, you know what I'm saying? So if we would have done cops and robbers or cops and jailbirds, your choices were horizontal stripes, which are not flattering to people, almost anyone, unless you are a size 2 or like I don't know, like a medium, maybe. I would say medium is probably maximum. Like, men can get away with a lot more than women can as far as like design details. Like, I would never wear some of the things that these men look damn good in, and it's really upsetting. Anyways, and then the other option for prisoner is orange. So you have your choice of being like, damn, why did you decide to wear horizontal stripes, or a giant pumpkin? So nevertheless, that idea was scratched. We went back to our original concept of Addams Family. So I was Morticia, my sister was Wednesday, my son was still SWAT, and my fiance was a chicken. I want to repeat that. He was a chicken. He was, oops, there goes my finish. He was a giant inflatable freaking chicken. He was a chicken. Okay? I was so incredibly embarrassed, but he was fine. He loved it. He had so much fun. I was like, honey, be careful. You're going to run into this. You're going to run into that. Be careful. He couldn't see. Him just breathing was causing so much like humidity inside of it. It was ridiculous, but he had so much fun. This one lady comes up running, I love chickens! And then of course these teenagers are, you know, they're being smart asses. They replaced the letter D with C in this scenario, but they kept being like, I love Doc! I want to touch your Doc! He wasn't even a rooster, kids. He was a chicken. Regardless, that happened. And then I had to be to work on Monday morning at 5:30, so my alarm was going off at 4. I'm walking around in complete darkness, trying not to wake the rest of my house up. I'm using my flashlight to see, and I start, this is how tired I am, I start trying to use the volume button to turn up my flashlight. It was a whole mess, but it was fine. Like, it ended up being okay. I got to work on time. I got coffee, but I was so tired that I knew I needed the coffee. Let's see what else. There is a get-together happening. I don't want to say what it is yet, just because I'm not confirmed. But there's a get-together happening in June of next year in the community that I originally come from, the diamond painting community. But they also cross-stitch, they also crochet, etc., etc. So it's not like it's just a diamond painting thing. But I got, I had signed up, and I was supposed to be able to, basically they're holding a spot, and I have to pay $75 to hold the spot for myself, and it's due by Thursday. And I hadn't heard anything yet, so I was like, okay, whatever, it's fine, because an hour beforehand, I got a phone, I went to go buy something online, and my card was declined, and I'm like, I know there's money in there. Why are you lying to me? So I go and I look at my bank account, and sure enough, sure shit, somebody fraudulated me. They drained my account and bought hundreds of dollars worth of naughty movies. In an ordinary situation for an ordinary person, it would have been life-threatening. Like, oh my god, I don't have access to money. I just kind of thought it was a little funny. Like, my bills are paid. I'm not in any danger of like losing my home or not eating or anything like that. Because my fiance and I have separate accounts, so his account is still functioning. He's fine. If it comes to a situation where I need money, I'll just get it from him, and I'll give him money when I get my money back. And then as far as like wants and stuff like that, nothing that I want is going to be not available to me the following week, you know. So it's, my bills are paid, everything that I'm financially responsible for is taken care of, more than taken care of. We're fine. So it's not a situation where it was like, oh my god, where is my next meal coming from? If I don't have access to money, I'm gonna die. Like, I was on the phone with him, and he's like, ma'am, do you have a way to get to an ATM? I'm like, listen, I'm not gonna take up any of your time here. If I need money, I'll get money. It's not a big deal. It was fine. But yeah, so I don't have access to my debit card is closed because of the fraudulation. Like, I know they were adult things, because one of them was called Temptation, and then the other one was called like Thirsty. There was another one called like Lust, and then one of them was like Universe or something like that. I don't know. They were all very expensive naughty movies though. And I was like, because like I said, my fiance and I have separate accounts. So I was talking to the guy and I'm like, listen, I know what you're thinking. Like, I know that, you know, a lot of times in this situation, the wife's like, I didn't buy this naughty movie, but her husband did. And like, I have a separate account for my fiance. Like, there's no way. He does not have access to my account. We have separate accounts. So I know that it was not us. Sorry, let me cover up my diamond painting before paper gets stuck to it. I don't know if you guys diamond paint, but like, if you do, you stick paper to it, you're done. Like, you're solid done. Like, there's no coming back from that. I think you can wipe it off, but it's gonna take forever. Like, is it gonna take forever? I don't know. It's possible to remove it. It's just, it's kind of a pain in the ass, and I want to take a nap today. It's like, it's 10 o'clock. I've been productive. I accomplished stuff for my Etsy shop. Check out Swords Handmade on Etsy. I have something I'm going to show you in a minute too, from my shop. Get back to the subject here. In my adulthood, I've come to the conclusion that I very likely probably have ADHD. A lot of the symptoms, like getting distracted, like not really, like I know that if I have ADHD, my mom, my sister, and my dad have it, because we're the type of people that can sit there and start a conversation talking about A, get distracted, start talking about B, go back to A, get distracted from A to go talk about C, but then come back to B, potentially forgetting all about A. And we're all on the same line of thought. It's not like, hey, where'd this line of conversation come from? It all makes sense to us. Like, to have a conversation with us and be the only person without ADHD, sometimes, man, sometimes, I bet people look at us like, what the hell is wrong with those people? And really, a lot is wrong with us, but mostly we're all just, we have ADHD. I'm sure of it. Like, I haven't been diagnosed, but I also am not in the habit of going to see doctors for any reason ever, unless I'm quite literally on my deathbed. And I don't have like a fear of doctors. Where is this video going? This is a Flosstube. I don't have like a fear of doctors. I just genuinely and generally don't vibe at a doctor's office. There's nothing, like, I'm not afraid. I'm not like terrified. I'm fine. Like, mentally, I understand that going to the doctor's office isn't a big deal, but I choose not to go. Like, the time it takes, man, like, you'd be sitting in a doctor's office forever. So I just choose not to go. So there's that. So like I said, not confirmed that I have ADHD, but like, we're pretty sure. Where was this even starting? Oh, the naughty film. So they drained my account. Now I can't pay for my spot in the get together thing. So now I'm just kind of like, bad word, you know, big bad word. Anyways, my camera battery is dying, so we better get going here. Let's get going. So my finish, I think that's all I had to say anyway. I mean, I'm fine. Like, mentally, like, I think it's kind of funny that they chose to use my card. Anyways, so this is the bag that I made, and here is my first finish. It is this here. It is from the Just Cross Stitch 2021 Halloween Ornament Collector Edition. That is what I finished. Well, I mean, technically it's an almost finish, because on the top of these, let me maybe get closer. Let's see. On the top of these fence posts right here, there is supposed to be French knots, but I did not knot them, and I will not, because I don't want to do French knots, because French knots are difficult and evil. So there's that. This glows in the dark. If I can remember, I will insert a picture. I should probably bring it closer. Yeah, that looks better. So here is my first finish. That's a thumbnail. Okay, thanks for bearing with me while I grab that thumbnail. Yeah, it glows in the dark. If I can remember, I will insert a picture. What else have I been working on? So, no progress was made on my flamingo. Haven't even touched it. But, oh, we're in No Start November. So if you don't know what No Start November is an event that I'm hosting with a couple friends from the diamond painting community, but 3 of them also cross stitch. So it's kind of like a collaborative thing, and then two even crochet. So that's another thing I gotta update you on. I'm officially a crocheter. We'll talk about that in a minute. Where did it even go? Found it. I found my crochet. It was here the whole time. It was just right here. So no progress on the flamingo, so I don't have anything to update you there. Let's see. So from last video, what I was working on was my Cryptids. This is my Cryptids by the Witchy Stitcher. So this is the most recent. If you follow me on Instagram, you've kind of seen the progress come together. I'm not going to take it out, but I did extend the frame. Oh, I can insert a picture of what it looked like before. So that is what it looked like before. This is its current set here. I have the entire bottom part of the frame to go, and I need to extend the other side. So basically, I didn't really make much progress as far as the frame itself, but I did, I am on track with the Cryptids. The frame's not really like a super big deal to me. I can go like work on the frame as I go, just because it's not like, once I had a Cryptid there, it's super easy to kind of, you only really need the frame just to kind of figure out where to place things. And now that I have several Cryptids, I have enough of a leeway to be able to do that safely and not have to worry about potentially putting it in the wrong spot. So there's that. Let's see, what was I working on? Oh, this one, the Autumn Beauties mystery stitch along. So part 5 has been released. I am still on part 1. So I have extended the border at least with 2 blocks anyway, or well, two parts of, because this is it's got 9 separate blocks. It's like a checkerboard pattern where it's got 2 dark threads, well, 1 dark thread appearing twice, 1 white thread, and then another color that appears 3 times throughout the block. So it's in between these 2 and then in between these as well. So yeah, so not much has been moved along there. Both of these projects are on 14 count Ada. Oh my god, let me start over. This one was on 14 count Ada that I dyed myself. This is on 14 count Ada that I dyed myself. That is all called for. This I've changed. These skulls glow in the dark, and anywhere it says backstitch with something else, I just backstitch with 310. That's my preference. So okay, so that Autumn Beauties is also on 14 count Ada on fabric that I dyed myself. We are currently, it is break week right now. Well, it was break week for this one. So if you didn't know, there's a break at the end of every month for a catch up. So I am caught up except for the frame. Like I said, I'm not going to worry about the frame, but so the next Cryptid will release this Friday. So tomorrow for you and a few days for me. And then this one, like I said, not much progress has been made on that one, so it's fine. So no start November. So what is no start November? It's just an event where you don't start anything new. So basically you're working on whips, man. Pull out those whips. Let's see. This is another one that I'm working on. This is the Serial Sal by Fourth Circle Studio. I have a photo for you. This is blood fabric that I dyed myself. Pulling up what the frame will look like right now. So this is what the frame is going to look like in its entirety. And then the first release, which is Bundy's Bug, has been released, so that will go right here. It's been pretty fun. Like, I think it's really unique the way that they're doing their border, in that it's not a solid border. There's like cracks in the border, like there's pieces missing, and I guess their reasoning is because even when things are solved, you'll never have the full story. There will always be pieces missing. And honestly, it's kind of cute. I kind of like it. So this is the serial cell. I am almost done with the frame. I have a box to complete here, a box to complete here, and then the top box. So based on the fact that it looks like it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on, with a total of 10 frames, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so there are 10 frames altogether. So what I will probably do is stitch Bundy's bug, and then work on this one and then this one, and then probably come back to it because I really want to stitch his bug. I already bought my floss for it, so we are really moving along on that one. It's been 2-ish days, 3, like probably like several days of progress, but like actual like sit down, shut up and stitch days, not very many. So it's going pretty okay. Let me put my Bundy pattern in there. This is my project bag for this one. It is a plastic bag. I'm waiting for some bags to come in the mail. So that's that. I also have this one in a plastic bag because once again I'm waiting for some project bags to come in the mail. Let's see, what else am I working on? I have this one. This is a old bag that got tea stained halfway. I spilled some tea on it and I was kind of like, whatever, I can't get it out, I might as well just leave it. So I did. It might be coffee, I don't know. I spilled something on it. So this is Shiny Things. This is a Lindy Stitches kit. So it's going to come with everything you need to make this except for, let's see, I have to provide the tapestry needle, which I have, black and white sewing thread, which I don't have. I also don't have a sewing machine, so I'm not really sure. Like I said last time, I'm sure. I don't know how the hell I thought I was going to do this, but I am. I'm doing it. And then the DMC floss. So I have my floss for it. And because we're in No Start November, I wanted to make sure that I did a little start on it so that I could continue working on it in the month of November. So here is my start on it. It is just a little sewing pin. It is, or a needle right there. It is this needle right here. Funny story, I've actually attempted to pull it off thinking it was a needle before. I'm like just trying to pull it off and it's not coming off. You know, once again, going back to the fact that I'm always tired. So this is one that I haven't showed you the color palette for, and I think this is a really nice palette. Of course, you've seen the pattern, so if you've seen the pattern, you've probably seen the color palette, but it's a really nice color palette. You've got black, you've got a mauve color, you've got gray, you've got a warm brown, a green, and then a darker fuchsia-ish color. So there's the color palette for this one. So I did go ahead and just basically throw a few stitches. I can't even speak today. I just dropped a needle too. I've just done a few stitches just so that I can continue working on it in the month of November, for No Start November, because I'm committing to not starting any new projects in this month. Similarly to the fact that I threw just a couple stitches in an attempt to just start it so that I could work on it. I haven't even purchased the pattern yet, but I'm going to once this designer, Lindy Stitches, again, she's one of my favorite designers. Once Lindy releases her, her name is Stephanie, but I just keep calling her Lindy Stitches. Anyways, this is her black sampler November piece. So I threw a stitch in it just so I could work on it in November. This is what it looks like. It's called Death is a Dialogue. I don't actually even own it because I'm waiting for Stephanie to release her her winter pieces. So I just threw a stitch in it right up here. It's probably not even going to go for the pattern. I probably should have gone with something in the middle, but I just wanted to throw a stitch on this fabric so that I could use it for this. This is 18 count Ada that I dyed myself. It is a soft blue. I was going to sell it in my shop, but there is a tiny little stain on the back, which you can see a lot better. Where is it? You can see the stain better on the back than you can't even see it. There's like a little red stain, probably from blood splatter from when I'm blood splatter dyeing fabrics. So yeah, I just threw a stitch in it so that I could work on it in the month of November, for No Start November. Similarly, I also threw a stitch in a fabric that I cannot find right now, but it doesn't matter because it's literally just one stitch. Not really anything at all. It is the frame for Murder House. This is another sal that is done on Facebook, similar to the cereal sal. There we go. So right now we've just got the border of the home, the frame of the home, nothing super exciting. This is what they've got. I've only thrown like literally a stitch in it, so I can't even show you mine, and I also can't even find it. So there's that. That is it for works in progress. I have several, so I've got the cereal stitch along, or the cereal sal, the Cryptid sal, Autumn Beauties that should have already been finished, the Needlebook, Raven's Needlebook, the Death is a Dialogue, and then the Murder House. So I have several whips to keep me company for the month of November while I'm busy no starting anything. I also have several diamond painting whips, so I don't need to be starting anything new anyway. Let's take a break from cross stitch real quick to talk about crochet. I started crocheting. My son watched me look up this thing. I was looking up one of my friends, Lindsay, Life with Lindsay. She is primarily a diamond painter, but she has been dabbling in crochet. So she was doing a wooble, which is essentially an amigurumi, which if you don't know what an amigurumi is, it's basically a crocheted stuffed animal. She was looking into those and she was doing them, and I was like, I kind of want to do it too. So I looked into it, and I saw a amigurumi kit that is an axolotl. So my son comes around the corner, he's like, an axolotl? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, that's a crochet. So now I crochet. I don't crochet, I crochet. And then I went live one Friday and we started calling it crochet as well. So it's crochet or crochet, it is not crochet. So here is my crochet project. It is a long strip of what will be a blanket. I just chose some relatively inexpensive yarn that I liked because I knew that if I didn't like it, I wasn't going to want to work on it. So I picked a color I liked and a texture I liked, but it's going to be a blanket. It's going to be a pretty long one too. I wanted it to be pretty long. I didn't want it to be super like thin, because at that point, or not thin, but like not wide enough, because at that point, what's the point of making a blanket? It might as well just be like, I don't know, like a tablecloth or something. Like, if a blanket cannot cover me, why is it there? You know? So that is my crochet. Not much progress has been made on that at all. And it's just kind of something I do when I'm watching TV or something like that. It's not like, it's not a main project. I'm basically learning how to so that I can make my son a blanket. He chose red, white, and blue, and he chose bougie ass yarn. It was $6.99 for one skein, and each skein is like 24, 28 yards, something ridiculous. So obviously it's gonna take me forever to be able to. I can't even go to the store and buy yarn right now. My damn debit card. It's fine. It's not fine, but it's kind of funny. So I can't even be mad about it. Somebody like, who, I mean, I get it. Like, if it's not your money, you can spend $40 on whatever you want, but this man or woman spent $40 on a naughty movie. Anyways. On my dime. So that yarn's really, really expensive because it's only 28 yards per skein, and you need like 500 to 1,000 yards to be able to make a blanket. So at 28 yards, we're looking at not even 90 yards for the first go, and if we need 500 yards, let's see, 500 divided by 28, I need 17.8. So let's times that, so let's call it 18. So 18 times $7 per thing. It's going to take me $126 without taxes, and that's if it's only 500. If it's 1,000, it's going to be $252 to make that blanket. So that's why I said we're practicing on that one first. What did I acquire since the last time we spoke? Well, I bought a couple pairs of really cute scissors that I have attached my wax conditioner to. If you are interested in picking up your own little wax conditioner, and this is a bear. He is a bear. He has no scent. There is no fragrance. And he's also colorless, so he is a bear. So there is my bear. Can't even get it to focus on my bear. There's my bear right there. So it comes on a twine rope that you can affix to a project bag, or you can affix it to your thread drops like so. And so you can kind of have him hanging out right there on that. I wish it would focus. Maybe I should get closer. There he is. You can have him like that, or you can have him on your scissors as a scissor fob, or you can also affix him to a project bag. So the way that he works is that because he's on a twine rope, intentionally the twine is long enough to be able to loop it into something like so, and then you can loop him back through his rope, and he attaches like that. And this is my bear thread conditioner. It is made from beeswax and some other stuff that I can't really talk about, because otherwise you can just make it yourself and can't give away my recipe. But I love him so much. He is so cute, and these are on my Etsy shop, link in the description. Yeah, I really love him a lot. Now I have to undo him and put him back in so I can package these up to leave, go to new homes. I did keep one for myself, and he's on my scissor fob. I love it. I really love him. He's so cute. So cute. Okay. What else did I acquire? I got some new needles. I got some Bohin needles. I placed an order with Starlight Stitchery when I was super upset that I couldn't get their box. So I just was like, fine, I can't have your box. I'll have other stuff. So I placed an order with them. I got another Lindy Stitches kit. This one is already sold out everywhere else. It is December Dance, and these are red-footed boobies, and it comes with everything you need to make this piece right here, minus the floss. And there's only a few floss colors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 floss colors, unless I counted incorrectly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope, 9 floss colors. I was right the first time, or maybe I wasn't, I don't know. But they got little blue beaks and red feet, and they're super cute. And it comes with a 32 count lilac Lugana, which I need to acquire another piece so that this one will match. And it's super cute. It comes with all the stuff. So you got the candy cane charm thing and the ribbon that is pictured on top of the ornament, and the little pom-pom stuff that you need to make it. I can just show you. That would probably be easier. So you've got the finishing instructions. This is what the back of the ornament will be made out of, and then it's got this fleece thing. I don't know what that is. This is the 13 or 32 count Lugana that it comes with, and the finishing stuff. So you've got that bow, you've got that candy cane, and you've got the pom-pom that goes around it. You've also got this foam board that you use to make it with. And let's see, what else does it say that I need to acquire before I can make this? I need to provide the DMC floss, a 6-inch square of batting. I don't know what batting is. I'll have to Google it. Turquoise sewing thread, white craft glue, and general crafting supplies, of which I probably have none. But I digress. We're gonna try. We're gonna try it. I love this little thing, and I really want to get Beach Dance as well to accompany him. Beach Dance is her blue-footed booby. So I'm gonna put this back. Also in that purchase were the needles, the Bohin needles, and I also got 2 more Just Cross Stitch magazines. I got 2020's Halloween edition. It's nice, it's interesting, and I got the December 2021 edition of Just Cross Stitch. So there's nothing really in here that I'm dying to stitch, but I'm one of those people that I just want to own it, kind of. I think there was like one in here that I kind of wanted to stitch. Hold on. It was after Waiting for Santa, and it wasn't St. Nicholas. Maybe I lied. Oh, this one right here. I feel like this one would be a fun stitch. And you're relying a lot on the color of the fabric you choose for the design. So I would probably either do, this is stitched on 27 count white designer custom dyed fabric using dye on fresh lavender dye. I've never seen 27 count before, first of all, so that's interesting. And I will dye my own then. I'll probably take a 22 count or something. So that was this one, and then there was one little baby that I wanted to stitch in here, a couple little babies actually, but one of them matches the one that I stitched for my first finish. So this is that one right here. I can't show you anymore because the pattern is literally right there. So that is kind of the piece that goes with it. Also, I kind of like this one as well, the one that is stitched on the other, the pattern is on the other side. So there's this one right here. I could show you the whole page because there's no pattern on it because it's on the other side. That one's pretty cute. And I kind of like this one as well. A little spooky. I like it. We love to see it. And this is cool too as well. Yeah. So that's going to definitely be a larger stitch. I think the colors in it are pretty cool, but I think some of those colors might be not DMC. Yeah, they're Weeks Dye Works. I've never had Weeks Dye Works, and I don't know that I'm interested in investing a whole crap load of money on those either. So, just because when they call for one, they really don't call for one. It's like they call for it to be mostly stitched in it, and I think there is a DMC conversion, but I don't know. Let's see. I didn't really finish going through this all the way, actually. There was one in here that was a Lindy Stitches design. I can't remember where it is, but I suppose I could go through here and actually look and figure it out. Is this it? I don't know. Yeah, so I picked this up because I found it to be cute. Oh, I think I just found the Lindy Stitches one. Nope, I did not. I lied. Is this it? Nope, it is not. I lied. I also like this one. This one's also really cute. Once again, it's after Halloween though, so. But that's honestly never stopped me before. So. to look and see. You couldn't tell, Lindy Stitches is definitely one of my favorite designers. In addition to those items, I also picked up this, and you'll see that there was a theme that was continued on. This is by Tiny Modernist. This is Moths the Moon. I picked up my floss for it already. I'm probably gonna dye maybe a 22 count, maybe a 32 count. I haven't decided, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Pick this up. I have, the pattern is on the inside here, and I have photocopied it for a working copy because I need to highlight. I'm a highlighting lady. Gotta highlight. And in the same vein, I also got this. This is called, like, I don't know, like bugs or something. This is by Stitching Spell. I picked this one up. This is a PDF copy. And it is, that's what it'll look like when it's all done. Some vibrant colors. There's like some bees and some butterflies. I think there's a moth in here, some caterpillars, a grasshopper. And then, as if that wasn't enough, I picked up Butterfly Wall. And this is what that will look like when it is all done. So I picked up 1, 2, 3 new patterns that all had bugs on them. I don't know. I hate bugs. I don't know what's wrong with me. And then I also, did get the December Dance, and then the 2 cross stitch magazines, and the needles. And it looks like that's my entire haul. I did buy several more things that are on their way. I have 2 project bags that I purchased more than a month ago, I want to say. And that's why some of my stuff is in giant plastic bags instead of a project bag. I also purchased another project bag recently, but that's for another stitch along that's happening in March. It's a Dead Men Tell No Tales stitch along or something like that. It's Pirates of the Caribbean themed, and it's honestly a vibe. So there's another stitch along that already happened that I want to join though. It is called Tale as Old as Time. It's Beauty and the Beast theme, and then there's another one that's already finished. No, that one's Tale as Old as Time is already started, but the other one is Grim Grin and Ghost. It is a stitch along based completely around the Haunted Mansion, which 100% a vibe. And it's already finished, but I might go back and do it. I think that's it. I think that's all I had to share. I mean, I shared plenty. But I'm also looking to acquire, I acquired a few Advent sort of countdown boxes. You'll see those soon. I think I got 2, maybe 3, I can't remember, honestly. I made so many poor decisions. And then like I said, I'm waiting for Lindy Stitches to release their December stuff, their holiday stuff. I'm sure other designers will release some holiday stuff, but there's one in particular that I really, really want from Lindy Stitches. So I will obviously acquire that, and hopefully it will be here for next Flosstube, which hopefully is not 3 weeks from now. Plans. What are the plans? No start. Nothing new. So I will be working heavily on this one, just keeping up with him, I guess. I'm not going to work on the frame. The frame is not exciting. I only want to work on the frame when I have to work on the frame, so I will be working on this one, testing my, this is the tiny needlebook, the Raven's needlebook, that's that one. I will be working on this one to test my comfortability with higher count fabrics. I already started it, so I know that I'm okay with it. So that's fine there. And then I want to get caught up on the Serial Sal, the bloody one, and the one that I can't find, the Haunted House one from American Horror Story. This is like a super, super, super back burner project because it's already over, and I don't think any of us are in any danger of finishing it. So if you didn't know, I did that with a group of like 5 ladies, I think, and none of us are even close to finishing it. So And then of course, Death is a Dialogue by Lindy Stitches will go on this fabric. And that's it. And that's going to be it. I've got several things I need to be working on. Probably my main project. See, because most of these are stitch along. So once I'm caught up, I'm fine. The Murder House, the next piece for the Murder House releases in December, I think. Let me double check that. I think it's in December. I want to say December 1st. So ideally, I will have the following things done by December 1st. I will have, and I think that the next piece releases I think it releases every other Saturday for the cereal sale. So for this one, the piece releases every other week, and for this one, the Murder House, it releases once a month. So ideally, the next time we talk, I will have maintained being caught up with this one, and I will be caught up and moving steadily into this one. Autumn Beauties is going to be when I feel like it. The Raven's Needlebook will be if I catch up on my other projects. So I have some work to do. And then Death is a Dialogue. Where'd it go? Death is a Dialogue. But I am not super in a rush to work on this one. I wanted to get it started so I had the opportunity and the option to, but like, that's fine. I'm gonna go because I really want to take a nap. I've been talking for over an hour now. I'm gonna take a nap. Thank you. No, I haven't. Yeah, between the last video and this one, it's been over an hour. Thank you so much for joining me and this mess. If this is your brand of mess, please hit subscribe. I would be so happy to have you. And with that being said, I bid you a farewell, but not before telling you that no start November. Yep, check. That's it. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate your time. If you like this video, please hit subscribe. If you like me, I would like to see more from me. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more from me, please hit subscribe. I'd be so happy to have you. Alright, I hope that you are being safe, washing your hands, taking care of yourselves.